questions. If you're on the line tonight and if you've never seen anything about what we do or this platform, maybe you might think you've seen it. You know, I have people say, well, you know, I have a friend who told me, or I had a friend, yeah, I kind of know. I just want to humbly say, can I just tell you the truth? If you haven't heard it from us, you simply haven't heard it, okay? What we're going to do today, myself, my husband, Randy Webb, Chairman 25, Chairman, Matty Pitts, educator, HFX educator, what we want to do tonight is just make this simple and plain. Make it super relatable so that you can have a conversation with yourself and decide if you're ready to take this on as an option, all right? We're not here to impress you with how much we know. We're not here to look smarter than you. We're just here to say, hey, we found a way, and we're trying to break it down as much as possible so that you can take that on as well. Cool? Is that fair? We're totally interactive. This is not a one-way conversation. I've muted the lines just so we don't have any feedback because we expect hundreds of people on this call. But hit us in the chat box if you have a question. We definitely want to make sure that those get answered. And we have several people on the line right now that are going to help us facilitate the chat and answer any questions you might have. If something happens where you're, looking to get started right away, or you need to get connected to someone right away, just simply get back to the person that invited you to be here. Someone asked you to be here. Definitely have them on text on standby so we can get you plugged in the right way. Guys, my role tonight is very simple. I'm just here to completely edify and tell my perspective of just not only this platform, but also the two gentlemen that you're going to hear from tonight. 2.5 years ago, my husband and I were making some pretty scary and bossy decisions. We had been in business at that point about a decade. God has really opened up opportunity for us. Like, for real, we can really take no credit for it. We've worked hard, we've educated ourselves, we've expanded what we're exposed to, we've raised our network, but honestly, a lot of it has to do with God's provision and us just being at the right time at the right place. And so 2.5 years ago, we had just finished one of our most profitable years in business ever. We made very close to $500,000 that year, and you would think that we'd be absolutely satisfied with that, but there was something going on, okay? People won't admit to you when they're down. I don't mind doing that because I know my story can help. We've done some things that were right. We always believed in being asset rich. If there's anything I can do to bless you right now, okay? For real, listen, because we come from nothing. Be focused on being asset rich. I had a millionaire coach tell me once, go broke investing. At the time, it meant nothing to me. Now I live by it. Go broke investing. And we did that. We went broke investing. However, we were 2018, January, February of 2018, and we'd made smart investments. We'd owned apartment buildings, multiple multi-family houses. We'd done the right thing. But then we found ourselves in a place where the money was no longer a stream. It was a trickle. And what do you do when you're asset rich, but you're cash poor? What do you do as a parent, as someone who helps provide for their parents, right? We decided we were just going to have to learn a new skill set. We didn't really know what that was. We looked at several business models. We've always been the people that said, if you show me how to do it, I can pull it off. We considered maybe buying some more real estate or going into something that had more of a cash flow. We considered doing something with paper assets. There were things that we had in front of us we could have pursued, but nothing was really lighting up on the inside. Nothing really had that spirit of absolute for us. And my girlfriend started talking to me about trading. And honestly, I was in the beginning entertaining the conversation out of manners, okay? I was like, oh, here she go again. 2 or 3 conversations about trading. I was just entertaining it out of manners. But here's what happened. Her dialect, her excitement level was changing. She wasn't talking to me, trying to push me into anything. She was legitimately calling me her money friend and just excited about what was going on. So I asked her one day when she was on a webinar, and I could hear her in the background, I said, put me on FaceTime real quick. Just real quick, put me on FaceTime. And I was on FaceTime watching a woman trade live, and my girlfriend was taking these trades and making money with her. Now, FaceTime didn't suffice enough for me. I had to see it for myself. So I did become a student. And the very night I became a student, I went on Go Live. I interacted with that trader. I was in my first profitable trade with zero experience. That's what this platform has done for me. This platform has taken me where I'm at, never shamed me for not knowing enough, and just really educated me layer by layer. And for the first 2-ish years, we had an amazing relationship with Forex, profitable, helped thousands of people in our organization become profitable. We literally help people in Canada and Kenya learn Forex and become profitable. But here in the last year, we had something else we were watching, something that was internal, happening in our own company. And we were watching the story of our really good friend, Matthew Thayer. There's going to be conversations that Matt and Randy and I have had that go beyond this company, before this company. Atmospheres we've been in, problem solving we've had to do together. So I know this man outside of trading. But for the last year or so, we watched him as he was pursuing high frequency Forex, binary options. Again, if you've never heard of anything about trading, this might all seem new to you. Don't worry, you're smart, you're intelligent. That's why you're still on the line. Just catch up, just keep up. If you've been a part of the program with us for some time, but you've only been trading Forex or you've only been trading crypto, then you're in for a treat tonight. Because what I've seen happen in the last year in our company, in the Chairman 25 chat, I've seen the interest grow. I've seen the sidebar conversations like, oh yeah, this is insane. I've seen an urgent need for the company to right away upgrade its servers just so it hopes it can keep up with the amount of customers that are switching over to the HFX platform. I've been in the background of that. And this entire time, we didn't do binary options. We're focused on Forex. I mean, shout out to everybody who's making money Forex. I love it. Still, I will always trade Forex. I will be hooked on the harmonic scanner every Sunday night, right? But we saw what Matt was doing. We saw what Matthew was doing. And just like I know my girlfriend, and I could look in her eyes and she can't lie to me, that's how I know Matt. That conversation was simple. Bro, is this real? What's going on? And because of that relationship, he was always so transparent. His wins, his losses, his good days, his bad days. He was never here to fabricate a story. He simply just wanted to win. From day one, he just wanted to win. And so when he spoke, we listened. And he said, I think you guys really need to give a look at this. It's working really well. And it's for some people even easier because it doesn't require a lot of the upfront learning that traditional Forex requires. Listen, if you're happy with FRX, shout out to you. This is not to distract you or move you away from what's working. But if you've always been interested in the HFX platform and you just didn't know where to start, this call is for you. We want to make sure you get shown by the best, the absolute best. We want to make sure you start the right way. Anything you get introduced to, we want to make sure that it's because of the right reasons and that you see it the right way. So that's what this call is, a safe place for you to have an introductory conversation so you can understand what it is, how it compares to Forex, and if it's for you. Cool? Does that sound fair? If that sounds like a good idea, if that sounds fair, guys, show some fire in the chat box. If you don't have that emoji, it's okay. I'll take some sevens from you. I'm not picky. Thank you guys so much for the continued energy in that chat box. I love it. So guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and shift, and I believe, are we having that or that first? Okay, I believe we're having Randy come on first. Now, you know what's so unique about our dynamics in business together is people will say, oh, I'm sure it's easy to edify your husband. It just makes sense, right? You guys are in business together. Or I'll get people that are like, oh, I want my wife to be like you. Or I want my husband to be like Randy. I wish we could do business together. Can I just keep it real with y'all? Please be careful what you ask for, all right? I love my husband. And I'm so grateful that we could duke it out and get right back to being in love. That's not, that's unique. That's rare. A lot of people can't do it. We can talk about this, we get super passionate, and we can totally get back to Team Webb in this house. And so, trust me, guys, it has its days. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard, all right? So be careful what you ask for. Shout out to all the single people on the line, okay? I adore you. I love you. I look at you as you guys are building your businesses in really singleship and doing it so well. So be careful what you ask for. However, guys, the truth is that I got it kind of easy because I married a very intelligent, very ambitious man. And I had a teammate say this the other day, I'm going to steal it forever. I've seen personally, myself, and also through thousands of other people, that there is nothing that has a better return on your investment than following Randy Webb. And when they said that, I started to think about the 12 plus years I've seen him in business. When I saw him as a pilot, as an aircraft commander of the United States Air Force, leading in a very unique, noble way. I saw him do that. And then I saw him lead in business. I saw him lead in real estate. And then I saw him lead in this industry. And I've been really privileged to have some of the most intimate conversations with him when he's thinking about a new concept or creating a new system, and to know his heart. You know, people like to talk to people. It's part of the industry. But I hope that my spirit of truth is stirring in your gut when I talk about him. Because even when no one's looking, and even especially in situations where no one will ever know, my husband is committed to first and foremost always doing the right thing and putting other people first. In fact, I just heard him have a conversation yesterday with a top earner that's in an up and coming trading company. God bless them. Bless their soul. And he said, but there's no opportunity for your people. Nobody else can make money besides you. Why would you ever want to be a part of something like that? And that guy's response was, well, my family needs money and my family's hurting, and so both for me it works. And I literally saw the disgust on my husband's face. I know why he does this. And so when I bring them on, guys, I'm not just edifying my husband, right? I'm really edifying my coach, my mentor, the person that first spoke and whispered bravery into me 7 years ago when we first cracked open this industry. And he said, I believe in you. You can do this. If you just get brave enough, you can do this. And so I went from the woman who literally would shake and cry just getting on a phone call for real to now I'm so grateful for bravery. I'm so grateful that it's contagious and that courage and success is really a contagious energy. So I want you to show some energy in the chat box. I want you to have a spirit of expectation tonight. Between Randy and Matt, guys, not only are we going to show you how to make some money, all right? We're going to shift some mindsets tonight and make it plain. This ain't going to be just, motivation talk. We're about to show you exactly how to turn some pennies into dollars and why you would be brain dead to not consider this platform. So guys, show some love for my chairman, my mentor, my baby making partner, the best man that I know, really, truly, the best man that I know, Chairman 25, Mr. Randy Webb.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. So what's going on, everybody? We've got something powerful tonight. So for those that don't know me on here, my name is Randy Webb. Me and my wife, we have been in partnership for 12 years. So not only did we get married, but we went into business partnership. It's been phenomenal for us both. And here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're on here today and you're like, man, we're going to talk about some things, and you may feel like you're lost, like the lingo was out of your league. And I'm going to tell you, that was me. If we go 20 years back, listen, I joined the military when I was 18, 19 years old, young teenage dad, born and raised in Compton, California. I needed something different. I remember getting evicted from my apartment at 18, 19 years old, having to move back there with my mom, and I had to figure it out. And I was fortunate. I joined the military, and while I was in the military, I seen that there was a way. So when you see people who've done things, I think there was a way that I can basically become something more. I became a pilot. And I believe I'm so grateful to God today because that gave me leadership to now, not only was I leading people to freedom then, today we're leading people towards financial freedom. I believe what we're about to show you today and what it's done for me and my household. Listen, I was a pilot in the United States Air Force. I medically retired out in 2013. I got out very early, did about 14 and a half years. And then this industry was exposed to me and my wife. We got involved, and I'll tell you, this industry changed our life. Today we live a lifestyle as if we were athletes, and we don't throw football, we don't bounce basketball. And today, now we're going to show you that same skill. Because of this company, because of Matt, I'm going to bring him up here when I finish my portion here. Matt, I watched his journey in this company, and you guys have the privilege to actually see him tonight, show you what it is he does and how he made 7 figures. Now, understand past results do not equal future results. So let me record this, because I know I want to get this recorded. Let me record this here. All right, so understand that past results do not equal future results, but what I know tonight, you're going to see something that's going to elevate. If you don't understand the money system, I won't go over everything today. Just know we talk about things like supply and demand and more money being created in the world. What you have to understand today is you have to make more money as you get older, as the years pass. You have to learn how to multiply your money. And so today we're going to show you exactly that. So the platform we're going to talk about, typically we show several different academies. I'm just going to show you exactly what it is that we do. I'm going to show you the back office. So this is our non-traditional presentation, but hey, I get to show you really what you're buying into. 2.5 years ago, I started inside this company. You know, my wife kind of told me the story where we met our first trading mentor, you know, Dr. Kathy Kirkland. You know, we were lost, okay, but we hopped on and guess what we did? We copied and pasted off what she said. Tonight, you're going to be able to hear Matt Thayer, 7-figure trader, you know, I am educator, talk about some things, and you got to just copy off what he does. Now, I love the culture because right now we have 272 people on this call. Now, that's not his normal. Typically, Matt Thayer has about 25,000 people on this session making money at the same time, okay? So we're going to talk about the platform. So what am I talking about? For those who don't understand what Forex is, all that Forex is we teach you how to trade one country's currency for another country's currency. Now on a platform, we're going to show you very simple how to make money in minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's very addictive. I've been sitting in front of my computer for about an hour today. Okay, typically I don't trade that long, but I got to sit in front of my computer for an hour today and broke my account by literally 20% sitting in front of my computer. And it's because of what I learned from my buddy Matty. And so I'm going to show you guys, I just started learning about HFX. And so what it is, we're going to teach you how to make money in from 1 minute all the way to 30 minutes. And if you want to do intraday trading, you can do intraday trading. So it's very simple. Okay, so our academy, back here. So this is our back office here. This is what you're going to be basically seeing. So in the academies, we have 3 different academies. Today we're going to focus on one. But typically we have our regular basic Forex academy, teach you about the industry, okay? But HFX provides the same exact thing. It's exactly what it means, high frequency. It allows you to do it fast. We have some other ones, digital currency and ECX, which will be launched in September. So let's talk about our HFX platform. And like I said, you're going to be getting trained tonight by Matt Thayer himself. There's over 320 people on the call. Awesome, awesome. So in HFX, you're going to learn, you know, what is HFX, how is it traded, how many people participate in it, what type of currencies can you trade, the leverage, which we'll talk about today. We're going to talk about the power of compound interest. And if you don't understand that power right there, that is our system in the world. You realize that everything in your life right now is compounded against you. Credit cards, compound interest. Your car payment, compound interest. Your home, compound interest. What do you know? Do you have any compound income? You realize if you fall into a hole, how do you get out? The same way that you fell in. Me and my wife, we've been fortunate enough to be debt-free because of this industry today, folks. You know, do you realize that 80% of the people in the world are in debt today and they don't know how to get out? And it's because of the money system. Today, we get to teach you that money system. We get to teach you how to multiply money, okay? So we're going to talk about the currencies pairs, the different spreads, which is the commissions to the brokers, and so forth. So all the stuff you'll be able to go through as you learn through our HFX platform, folks. And of course, we have our strategies that you're going to do that Matt Thayer is going to talk about here. So I don't want to go too deep into it, but you're going to have several strategies you can go into. Now, personally, you know, typically we do for the Forex Academy. If you're in that, that's cool. You can do both. We're going to talk about how you can either upgrade to HFX, or you can switch to HFX, or you can have everything. As you can see, I have every product that company offers here. So we're going to focus right here on HFX. Okay. And then Hourglass. So literally, Matt's going to go through this part. So this is our HFX platform. So I'm going to tell you how to get involved with this, and then we're going to go right into a trading session. I'm going to shut my mouth up and let you guys see it for yourselves. So if you're a member currently and you want to do HFX, now if you're a brand new member, the package is going to be $235 to get started, and then it's going to be $179 monthly. Okay. Now you can waive your fees. Let's say you start making money. You don't happen to be the first night you got traded. I made $331 because my mentor called the trade. I remember hopping up off my kitchen table, running around the house. I went back to my wife. I said, "Hey, we are rich. I can't believe this is real." And I called my mom up next. I called both of my brothers. They signed up on the spot. And then my sister, she's typically the skeptical one. She calls me up the next day. She goes, "Bro, how come you didn't call me? I heard you doing some crazy that works to make money for your phone." I said, "Yes, but you typically don't do stuff like this, so I didn't want to bother you." She says, "No. Every time you show me a deal, it's something I got to go show people, and I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to make money. And I heard I can just copy off people and get paid." I said, "That's it." She goes, "I'm in." And so my sister jumped on board, and all my siblings today, not only did they jump on board, they actually took it serious. My family understands how money flows. We don't come from a rich family. We don't even come from a middle class family. We come from poverty. Okay, I was the kid moving around. I went to 4 different high schools. So I hope you understand that once you gain this knowledge, it's a skill that you can pass to anyone. All right, so to get started, if you're a member already, all you have to do is change over your package. It's very simple. You're going to go to your back office. You go to your back office under user. Let me see, go back here. So all you'll do is you're going to click on user biller info, and I'm not going to click on here because it shows my personal info, but you're going to go to user biller information. You're going to go down to where it says your different packages, and then all you're going to do is change your current package. You're going to change to HFX. That's going to allow you to get the next month. Once your next monthly comes, okay, it'll automatically shift you to HFX. Now here's what I recommend. If you just want to upgrade to HFX, $49 to do so, okay? Now for my brand new customers, let's talk about, you go to the very front screen, what does it cost you to get started with us? Very simple, it's $235 to get started with the HFX package. Once you get started, our system is simple. We're gonna teach you how to set up your broker tonight, okay? We're gonna tell you what you can go through, set up a demo account. The next thing, we're gonna plug you into some trading sessions to get started. How do you trade for us? Well, you're gonna have Matt there today walk you through a session of trading, showing you in the market how to really make money. So this is the package that you're gonna get once you go to the back office. It's $235 to get started. Where is that price now? So $235 to get started, so $234.95, and then it's gonna be $174.95 monthly. Like I said, if you're already a customer, already a member now, you can go in your back office right now, go under shopping cart, and literally add HFX for $49. And I'll tell you right now, it's worth it. Today, literally, I was on my trading session. I'm here. Okay, this is what you guys will see. And back to back, I went 6 for 6 using Matty Tips strategy that you guys are about to hear about shortly. Okay, so that is what we do as far as what we do in trading. Now, one last part I want to share with you guys, and then I'm going to bring up the top trader himself, one of our top IM educators at HFX, like I said, 7-figure trader. And so one last part that is optional, okay? If you make money, is it likely that you're gonna wanna go tell someone? You know, I know for me, I called immediately. I called the people that I love. I called my mom, I called my dad, I called both my brothers. They got involved immediately. So we're gonna put you in the same position. If you want to, you can refer someone. If you refer 2 customers, then your fees will be waived as long as those customers remain active. Now understand, that part is absolutely optional, meaning you do not have to do it, okay? As a matter of fact, 90% of our company choose to just trade. Now listen, I get why they do. I sat in front of my computer today, and I will tell you, I was addicted, so I understand why people choose to just trade. I get it. But if you want to create another paycheck, listen, this is the industry outside of trading that has allowed me and my wife to gain a lot of freedom from what we do. And all I'm gonna do is show you exactly how we do that, folks. You know, we have a lot of top earners that will teach you how to build your business, including myself and a lot of others. Okay, so we have one of the most aggressive compensation plans in the entire industry right now, folks. Listen, I've been involved 7.5 years in my last company. You know, we traveled around the world. We put in over 35,000 customers. I'll tell you, it didn't come close to what this company has provided for us. And having a little issue with sharing. 1 second. All right, so like we talked about today, like we talked about earlier, if you do want to waive your fees, are you guys seeing the proper screen? Which screen are you guys seeing? I believe you should be seeing the 2 and 3 screen. Is that right? There we go. Okay, so when you get started, so understand, if you decide to do 2 and 3, simple, you get your 2 and 3 knocked out. This is optional. You do not have to do it, okay? So the next part here, as far as our business, I'm gonna leave this to your sponsor. I'm gonna keep this up, I'm gonna write it up here. So if you decide to refer some customers, for every customer you refer, we call it, you get a commission override. So in our business, our compensation plan right now pays all the way, listen, a second paycheck, optional paycheck, $500,000 a month, okay? So it's very simple when you get started. Here's how you start this part. It's optional. If you refer 3 customers, you can then upgrade to the business. Once that happens, every customer that you put in, you get paid $25 for. Every time that you refer a customer, okay, if they decide to go out and refer someone, anything that happens in your organization, you get paid for. This is a second paycheck. Me and my wife, we have been involved in real estate now for about 12 years. And I'll tell you, this company has paid us more than our real estate dealings than anything. We're chairman 25 in this company. Here's what that means. Platinum 150 means you get a guaranteed $150 a month. Platinum 600, 12 customers, not you putting in all customers, that's a guaranteed $600 a month. 1,000, platinum 1,000, that's an extra $1,000 per month. And then the rest of our compensation plan before we hop into the trading session, folks, okay? As you go, and you're gonna see the money being made here shortly. Platinum 2,000 means you make $2,000 per month, 75 customers is $500 weekly. Platinum 5,000 a month. Chairman 10, we hit this. Chairman 10 is 60 days of being a part of this company, folks. That is $10,000 a month residual income. Chairman 25, we hit in 60 months time frame. It's $25,000 guaranteed per month. It took us 60 days to make more income than we made in the past 5.5 years with our previous company. That's how powerful this company is, and I'll tell you the product sells itself. You know, once I bring up Matt, I will promise you, once you see what happens, the product sells itself. And if you decide not that you don't want to refer anyone, you don't have to. Okay? Chairman 50 means you make $50,000 a month, all the way up to the top level of this company, Chairman 500. And I want you to understand, this is not up to income. This is guaranteed income once you hit the right level. So without further ado, here's what we're going to do. Folks, I'm very excited to introduce one of my buddies. And listen, 2.5 years ago, when we were making this transition, we were both in previous business together. And this guy was a powerhouse in our last company. We didn't do business together exactly in our last company, but we knew each other in our last company. And I'll tell you, I watched him come over here, you know, go through this journey just like we all did. You know, learn what it was he needed to learn. He found his way. Not only did he find his way and help a lot of people do the same exact thing, the guy made 7 figures along the path. Now, I understand past results don't equal future results, but here's what I believe. If we had a Michael Jordan to teach you basketball, you have the opportunity to learn how to play basketball, and it was Michael Jordan. Do you think you would get good? Right? You probably will get a little bit of skills. You probably wouldn't be better than Michael Jordan, but you would get good. And here's how I look at Matty now. I've watched his skills elevate, and he's already proven that it works. And all you're going to see tonight is exactly what he's done over the past 2.5 years. It took him about 15 months to become free and really do and free his family. And so he's going to show you that path. He's going to show you the power of compound interest as well, too, and how to make it in your income. And listen, folks, I promise you, you want to listen in closely and take your notes. But not only is this guy an IM educator in our company, okay, he's also a Chairman 25 in our company on his way to Chairman 50. So he's grabbing 2 bags, okay? So listen up closely as I bring my buddy in, top trader, top 5 in HFX, Mr. Matty Pitts. Let's go.
What's going on, Randy? Man, I get fired up every single time I listen to you and Wanda. It's just incredible. I'm so glad that we ended up in the same company. You know, obviously, you know, we were in the same company before this, and you guys were an amazing influence in my life. You know, I don't think I'd really be in this industry right now if it wasn't for you guys and your inspiration that you guys helped me through my journey. And I'm giving this all back to you guys. You know, God works in a weird way, and life, you know, I think happens, you know, for you, not to you. And, you know, this whole journey for me is just kind of put me in this position that I'm in right now. And I'm just so thankful for the people that I've been able to surround myself with over the last, you know, 8 years. If you're on this call for the very first time, guys, and you just heard that information for the first time, and you've never heard anything about network marketing, if you've never heard of anything about trading, that is completely fine. Understand something right now. I was in your same exact shoes when I was 22 years old. I'm 30 years old now. But when I was 22, guys, I heard some type of information just like this. And there's a couple key things that I heard the very first time I ever got introduced. And one of the things was basically, guys, if you want to be successful in life, all you have to do is follow other successful people and surround yourself around them. And you, by default, will pick up on things and become successful yourself. So when I heard that, I was like, you know what? Hanging around people that drink every single weekend, people that go out and complain about their significant other and chase girls and things like that. I was like, you know what? I don't want to hang around that anymore. I want to hang around these people that are going places. And I made that decision, guys, when I was 22 years old. Was it the easiest decision in the world? No, not at all. I got a lot of hate. And I missed a lot of things, you know, that most people were like thinking I was stupid for. And now I look back and I'm just so glad that I made that decision, guys. It's just been an absolute blessing. And what I'm going to do tonight is I'm just going to try to give back to every single one of you guys. Because I'm only here right now because of the people that have helped me get here. So now I want to return the favor. I want to help you guys understand exactly how to trade, how I trade, how to build the business, and how to just get freaking excited. Because guys, what we have our hands on right now is the best thing on planet Earth. I mean, it's so cliche to say. I mean, you hear it all the time. You know, in every industry, every single company, anything that's out in the world, everyone's like, you're in the best place. You're in the best part of the, you know, best information in the world. But guys, I truly believe this. I don't know anywhere in the world you can learn something that can drastically change your life, where it doesn't have to do anything about selling, recruiting, sales, none of that. You don't have to do any of that, guys. You're going to learn an actual skill set that can change your life, because it's changed mine. 2.5 years ago, guys, when I got introduced to this company, this information from Alex Morton himself, he just said Forex. And at the time I said, I don't know what that is, but sure, let's sell it. I don't care. I'm down. Let's go. And the only reason why is because I knew what he's done in the past, and I've seen the success he's been able to have. And it's the same thing as when I was 22 years old. I just wanted to be around successful people. Well, if Alex was willing to take my hand and help me be successful, I was like, you know what? If you're doing Forex, I'm doing Forex. And that was 2.5 years ago, guys. And, you know, we had some success right away. We put in over 800 customers in our first 90 days. We became Chamber 10 in our first 90 days. But we lost 800 people also the next 90 days. And the reason for that is because you can't be in a trading company not trading at all. You can't be a part of this if you aren't even going to use the product. And that's where I was at. I was not interested in learning how to trade. I thought personally it was going to be too hard to learn. See, I'm not the smartest kid in the world. Like, I got C's and D's and F's in high school and college. The only reason why I was able to graduate is because I sat next to the smartest person in the class. I became their best friend, and I just copied them. Literally, or I just paid them to do my homework. That's literally how I passed. And, you know, when I got into this company and I started watching these training sessions, I was like, yo, this ain't for me. Like, you're talking about trend lines, candles, numbers, like, there's no way. Like, that is just not me. So for the first 6 months, guys, I didn't trade. And when I brought people into this company, they'd ask me, or do you trade? Who do you follow? And I said, I don't trade. I just build. I'm just a builder. I'm just gonna put people in the system. That's what I know how to do. And you know, it just didn't go very well. So 6 months into this thing, I had another decision to make. Am I gonna continue to do this and learn how to trade, or am I gonna go do something else? And I just saw people winning, man. I saw people winning day after day after day. I saw people popping Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, Chairman 100, you know, Chairman 250, Chairman 500. I'm just like, there's something here. There's something special here. And by the grace of God, I just happened to come across a live trading session by Ness. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Ness is, but at the time he was just on Zoom. I hopped on one of his sessions and I saw somebody make 15 bucks. You know, a lot of you guys are on here like, I want to see Matty make 10 grand. I want to see Matty make 15 grand in the trade. And I'm going to get excited. I'm going to kill this thing. Guys, well, you know what got me excited? When I saw somebody make $15 right in front of my eyes. When I saw Ness call a trade and I saw the chat explode with 5, 10, 15, $20 being made. I was like, damn. So you're telling me people are actually making money? Because I've heard of people making thousands. I've heard of people making 10,000, 100,000. But I was like, they're lying. They're not telling the truth. Of course the educators are making money because that's the company's telling them to say they're making money. That was my mindset. But when I hopped on a live session and I saw 500 plus people saying that they were making 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks, I was like, that's real. Like, that's transparent. Ness called that trade on screen and it was completely clear and people made money on that trade. I was like, that's cool. That I want to be a part of that. So it took me a while, guys, but I put 500 bucks in an account and I decided just to start copying and pasting. I was like, you know what? I did it in college. I did it in high school. Might as well do it here. So I just started copying Ness. I just started placing trades. I just started doing exactly what he told me to do. Guess what happened? I started having some success. I grew that account from about $500 to $2,000. And at the time, Ness was doing a couple things that were just a little erratic. You know, he was calling trades a little bit weird. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to lose my team. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call one really good trade a night. I'm going to hop on and I'm going to give one trade to my team a night. That's all they need. So they'll stay in. So I hopped on. It was the scariest thing I ever did. I called a trade for 10 people. For 10 people, guys. And I was scared shitless. Like I'm sitting there, we're sitting on there for 45 minutes. These people are like, yo, are you actually going to call a trade? Or are you just going to sit here and stare at the market all night? And I was like, guys, I'm just trying to be patient. I'm just trying to be picky. I'm going to call a trade. Just wait. I'm just trying to get the best entry possible. And I called that trade, guys, and we cleared. And that feeling that I had inside was the best feeling that I've ever had in my entire life. When I helped other people make money, it was like, wow, this is fun. This is the best drug on planet Earth. And I just started doing that every night. And the calls went from about 10 people to 20 people. And then it went to 50 people. And then it went to 100 people. And we were posting it on Instagram. We were telling everybody that I was doing sessions. And before I knew it, guys, it grew to a couple hundred, and then it grew to a couple thousand. And I saw my account go from about 2,000 to 11,000. Then I saw it go from 11,000 to 30,000. And then I just started putting everything on YouTube. And all of a sudden from 30,000, it grew and exploded all the way to $230,000. And I got a call from corporate. And they're like, hey, I see you doing these calls, and you got like 2,000 people on your call, and the chairmans are kind of getting mad because you're on Zoom, and no one's paying their subscriptions anymore because they're just getting on your calls for free, and you're actually doing better than all the other educators. So could you be an educator for us? And I was just like, no, I'm not being an educator. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do this so my team stays active. Like, I can't help that there's other people on this call that aren't on my team. Like, there's nothing I can do. But no, I do not want to be an educator. But then I got a call from a guy named Wanda. He's out in Costa Rica. He's one of my really, really good friends. And we built a pretty strong relationship over the last 2 years. And he just asked me, he said, man, you're really changing lives here in Costa Rica, and I want you to come down and do a live event. And this was before I was an educator. Went down there, and the praise and the love and everything that I experienced while I was down there from everybody just kind of, it made me make that decision that I was meant to be an educator. And I made the decision when I came back to say, okay, I'll give educating a shot. And I became an educator, guys. And, you know, obviously past results do not, whatever the saying is, whatever. Just know that my results are my results. And if you don't stay consistent, you ain't going to get the same results. I grew that $230,000 account while being an educator, guys, to $1.4 million. I've withdrawn over $350,000 last year just from my trading account. And it's been crazy. I haven't spent a single dollar of my residual checks. I've been a chairman 10 the entire time I've been in this company. I just hit chairman 25, and I have not spent a single dollar of any of that money. This weekend, I paid for my mom, my dad, both their hotels. I gave my dad my Jeep to come up and watch me play football. I bought all their food. I had Hannah invite her entire family to eat with us, and I paid for everything. And it's just insane. It's the best feeling in the world to be able to do that. You know, it's an incredible gift that God has given me. And I feel so blessed to have this opportunity. And now, you know, that was my why for the longest time, is to be able to do things like that. But now I just want to help as many people get the same exact thing back. And it's crazy, guys. And what I'm going to do tonight is I'm just going to show you my strategy. I try to keep things simple. So if you're on this call and you're brand new, I try to teach my strategy in a way where you can understand it. See, I don't like speaking in big terms. I don't like speaking super technical. I like talking in broken English. Like, I'm talking slang. I'm talking the easiest way for you to learn. That's how I want to teach you. Because here's the deal. You just got to know where it's going. You got to know, hey, is it going up or is it going down? Do I got to do a call or do I got to do a sell? That's all I care about. Tell me what I got to do. I don't care about lot sizes. I don't care about pips. I don't care about where the trend's going. I don't care where the resistance is. I don't care where the support is. Just tell me, is it going up or is it going down? That's all I care about. And that's how I like to teach. Now, I do teach more in depth on my training sessions, but I like to first introduce you in a way where you can still understand it. So I'm going to share my screen here real quick, guys. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through really quick kind of how it works. So there's several different binary options platforms. Just use whatever you want to use. You know, there's several ones out there. You're going to want to probably use one that has rollover, just because it can buy you more time. We can get to that later. But basically, guys, the platforms look like this. So what you're looking at right now is basically the market. You're looking at the exchange rate. You're looking at, you know, if you were to leave the United States, if you're from the United States, obviously you've experienced, when you've gone to a different country, you've had to give up your money to get their money. So what we're looking at is what that would be. So right now, if we're looking at Euro USD, so EUR USD is Euro USD. So this is the euro versus the dollar. Now this yellow line, guys, is price. It's what it is right now. So if you had 1 euro, this is how many US dollars you would get back. Just know that right now. That's kind of just the at least fundamental basis that you have to know. Now that number, it changes all day long. You know, it's always moving. Now what I do, guys, and what my strategy does, it tells you whether it's going to go up or whether it's going to go down. And I'm going to teach you guys how to read it. But basically, guys, the goal here is just to win at least 60% of the time. If you can win 60% of the time, you will grow your account. And I'm going to show you how to compound. I'm going to show you how to grow it. And I'm going to show you how to be consistent over time. But the goal here is to win at least 6 out of 10 trades. Now, for me personally, with my calls, guys, we've gone actually 315 in 36 in the last 12 weeks. So that's over 89%. And that's not just a week. That's not just 2 weeks. That's not just a month. We're talking about 3-4 months worth of results. We're talking about 315 wins and only 36 losses. So like I said, the goal is 6 out of 10 to be growing, but we're going 9 out of 10. So that right there should just show you that, hey, I should probably learn this, because if you can go 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, wouldn't it be worth it? Don't you think that that's something that you should probably learn how to do? Well, that's what I'm going to teach you. So over here on the left-hand side, guys, is all of the different currency pairs that we can trade. Now, we're not physically taking money and exchanging it to something else and then hoping that we get more money. No, that's not what we're doing. What we're doing is we're selecting a certain pair. So I like USDJPY. It's my favorite pair. It's the one that I've made the most money on, USDJPY. So right now, $1 equals this amount of Japanese yen, 108.150 Japanese yen. So what we're going to do is we're just going to predict. We're going to predict whether this is going to go up, which is a call, or whether this is going to go down, and that's a put. Now, we have to pick a certain amount of time. There's a couple different options. There's turbo, there's intraday, and then there's long term. I'm a turbo trader. I like to get in and out with the bag. So 1 to 30-minute trades. My average time on a trade is 3 minutes. So I usually get in and out with the bag in 3 minutes. So I'm robbing the bank. Like, I'm in there, I'm taking my money, and I'm gone in 3 minutes. That's how I like to trade, because I don't like sitting and staring at charts all day long. I just want to be done. I want to place a couple trades and just be done. So 3 minutes is normally what I pick, guys. What I tell everybody to do is risk 1 to 5% of your account per trade. So what you're going to do is you're basically going to deposit some funds. It's still your money. You can take it out when you want to, but it's the money that you're going to use to leverage. So let's just say, hypothetically, you started with $500. Well, what you're going to do is you're basically going to put a max of $25 in the amount column. If you put $25 in the amount column and you win the trade, you're going to get your $25 back plus a profit of $21. So the goal here, guys, is to show you how to basically grow your account from $500 and over the next 30 sessions, take it from 500 to 5,000. And if I can do that, guys, basically at 5,000 is where I believe you're pretty much free. You've basically created yourself a full-time income. So that's why I concentrate on 5,000, because if I can take a $500 account, help you grow that to 5,000, you should be done. Because look at this. So day one, it's 40 bucks. So if we go back here and I say, like I said, if you risk 5%, you're gonna make 21 bucks on one trade. Well, 8% is 40. So basically you gotta win 2 trades. Now I call out an average about 5 to 7 trades a night. And with these results, you can do the math again, 315 and 36. You can do the math there. Well, if you risk the same amount for all of those trades, you can figure out what that number is. But the goal here, like I said, is to grow 8% a session. And if you do that, obviously the first day is $40, then it's $43, and then it's $46. And then on day 7, you're at $63. Here's the hardest part. It's just that first week, guys. If you can get past this first week, I'm telling you, you will be destined for greatness. Because here's the problem. You have to be okay with just making the gas money when I'm making the cars. I might be making what cars cost, and you might be getting the gas right now, but as you compound, it's going to continue to grow. So just know that. Just understand that. See, the same exact risk on day 1, only making $40, on day 30 is going to be $372. So now you're going to be making almost $400 in the same exact session that you would have only made $40 in the very beginning. And now $372 times about 4 days a week, that's $1,200 a week. That's almost $5,000 a month that you just generated for yourself because you grew your account from 500 to 5,000. Now, people are like, well, how'd you go from 500 to 1.4 million, over the last year and some change? Well, my goal was 8%, but guess what? I sucked, just like I was in school. Was not very good. It took me 341 sessions of only growing 2.3% a session, and that's how I went from 500 to 1.2 million. So here's the kicker. If it took you a year and you sucked at it and you went really slow, but it took you a year to go from 500 to 1.2 million, would it be worth it? Yes, of course it would be worth it. But here's the problem. Your first day, you might only make $11. And the next day, you might only make $12. 2 weeks in, you might only be making $15. And you might be like, okay, I need to risk more. I want to make more. And that's where you start to lose. That's where you start to become into a problem. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to risk more, and it's going to end up being one of those 36 losses. You don't want that to happen. The ones that you lose, you want to limit to 5% most. Do not lose more than 5% on any of the losses. Because some of your gains might only be 2%. So you want to make sure as you're growing and as you're winning, you're staying the course, you're staying the plan, you're not over leveraging, you're not going, crazy. You're just staying the plan. So that's kind of the mindset going into this. So if you get started, that's the type of mindset that you want to have. So here is my strategy right here. So basically, I'm going to start from the very beginning, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to log in here. So you're going to username and password. And then, like I said, my strategy is called Cash Trap. So it's very simple, guys. And I'm going to break this down super simple. So once you open up the hourglass, what you do is basically a trade will pop up, and it'll tell you whether it wants you to go in for a call or a put. So right now, there's no trade, there's no arrow. So you just basically would wait for an arrow. If you got an arrow, so we just got a down arrow at basically 200. So you know what? I'll just go ahead. You know what? I'm feeling good. Let's go ahead. Let's just take this. I'll take the put here. So basically, guys, I trust this strategy so much. I mean, what I found out, guys, is that just the arrows alone, you can win about 6 out of 10 by just following the arrow. So I want to show you what it would look like if you just took an arrow. I may lose this. This might be one of the trades that I lose. But if I do, I'm going to show you why I lost. And then I'm going to show you how you can read this strategy points-wise and increase your odds. So I might just win this. And this might just be easy because I've heard people taking 100-plus trades a day just following arrows and going 80%. Look at that. I got in. It's already in profit. Risked $5,500. Payout is $10,120. And I just saw an arrow, and I just took the trade. Like, that's how crazy this is, guys. Like, I just opened it. I just saw an arrow. I just clicked the trade. Boom, we're in profit. Like, I mean, it don't get much simpler than that. But what I want to do is I want to show you how you can go from maybe like 6 out of 10 to 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. And then on Sundays, I teach you how you can eliminate one of the 2 losses that you lose out of 10. Basically, with the strategy, you should be able to go 8 out of 10 understanding the strategy, but you're going to lose 2 out of 10 no matter what, just because of the way the market moves. And if you don't understand trends and stuff like that, you could end up, losing, 1 or 2 out of 10 because of certain things that happen in the market. But on Sundays, I teach you how to eliminate one or 2 of those out of 10. So just make sure that if you're a customer to get on those Sunday sessions. But so basically, guys, this is how it works. So I'm going to use a text here real quick. So here, let's actually, you know what? Let's watch this close here. So an up arrow. Wait, why is this up? Hold on. An up arrow is 3 points. A down arrow is also 3 points. So once it crosses the dotted red line, guys, boom, just made my profit, made $10,120 in 3 minutes. If you guys took that trade with me, type $signs in the chat. If anybody took that trade, type $signs in the chat. Let me know your guys' payouts. Let these guys know the payout real quick. Let's go. We got $92. We got $10. We got first trade ever, 19, 57, 97, 156, 20, 55, 34. Let's freaking go. So I want to show you guys my closed trades from earlier, just because I want to show you guys. So I was trading a little bit earlier. I know that was only a $10,000 payout, but look at the couple other ones, 59,000 and 29,000 that I've made already today. So already today, guys, I've made $100,000 in payouts just today on 3 trades. Now you understand why I have not spent a single Chairman 25 check over the last 6 months. And look at this thing. This thing is still going down. So it wasn't even close. It wasn't even a close call. So let's get into the teaching now. So like I said, an up arrow and a down arrow is worth 3 points. So right off the gate, let's just get that out the way. An up arrow and a down arrow equals 3 points. Down arrow equals 3 points. Now here's how the point system works. 3 points is a good trade. 4 points is a great trade. 5 or more is an amazing trade. Let's count these together. So 3 points is a good trade, 4 points is a great trade, 5 or more is an amazing trade. So we had a down arrow. It's not there anymore. We already cleared it. Trade's over. We won it. Now it's telling us to do a call. I'm not going to do it right now because I want to teach. So up and down equals 3. So you start off at 3 points, but you can't take the trade right away. This is how the strategy works. So let's go back to when that down arrow was there. We got to move down to here now. We got to look down here. So this was crossing down. This black line was crossing down this red line. So this is the rules for down here. A cross down equals 0.5 points for a put. Cross up equals 0.5 points for call. So cross down is a 0.5 points for a put, which we took. So that was 3.5 points during that time when we had that down arrow. Now, this purple EMA, this purple line up here, if currency is below, it is 0.5 points for a put. Currency is above, it is 0.5 points for a call. Let's look here. These boxes, they're below this purple line. I mean, how easy is this, guys? I'm literally just talking about lines and boxes and arrows. I mean, this is like kindergarten. If you see the arrow, press the trade. If you see a couple other things, then you start to understand it. I mean, we're talking about trading here, guys. And we're talking about how you can grow your account from $500 to $1 million by literally just looking for some arrows and looking for some boxes. I mean, I don't know about anything else in the world that you can do stuff like this. So boxes below the purple EMA. So let's count them up. let's actually input this down arrow that was here, right here. So let's just put that there because I want to show you guys what I was talking about. So down arrow, 3 points. Cross down, 3.5. Below the EMA, 4 points. That's it. We had 4 points. So 4 points equals a great trade. Now, what I like to do is I like to risk according to how many points I have. Let's look at this now. We do have an up arrow. The reason why I'm not taking it is because, yes, we have 3 points for the up arrow, but it's below the EMA. So now we're down to 2.5 points. These are in the middle, so those are just null. They don't mean anything, but we're still at 2.5. The only thing that can cause me to take that call is if I was to see this right here. So yes, the US dollar is stronger than the Japanese yen, and this is how the currency strength meter works. If the first, all right, here, actually, example, USD JPY. First pair, stronger, point for call. Second pair, stronger, point for put. All right, so first pair is US dollar. Second pair is Japanese yen. If the first pair is stronger, it's a point for a call. If Japanese yen is stronger, it's a point for a put. So if we go back to the currency strength meter, look at that. We got 6 bars to 4. So that's another point for a call. So right here, guys, we actually have a 3.5 point trade for a call. So you could have taken it at 156. Let's just see if we would have won that trade. Look at that. Well, it went down to 163 is the lowest. But if we would have taken that, boom, it went up, came a little bit back down, but guess what? It still would have been in profit. We would have cleared the trade. But it was just a good trade. It was not a great trade. It was not an amazing trade. You can get an amazing trade, guys, is let's just say since the currency strength meter is, the way it is, let's say we did get an up arrow and then this was down here and this was down here. So like, let's go in the past. Let's look at the past. So right here, you guys can see we have a cross up. We have a cross up. And let's just say we had the up arrow here. Let's say we did get an up arrow right here. So we got 3 points, 3.5, 4 points, and then we got 5 points for the currency strength meter and this trade right here. So that's kind of how you use the point system. And it's really, guys, it's that simple. It's really that easy. It's not complicated. People make this too hard. I mean, ask yourself right now, what I just talked about, if that makes sense, and if you feel like you can do this, type 333 in the chat. I mean, you really have to ask yourself that. Because, I mean, honestly, that's all it is. It's points. It comes down to points. And if you can win 7 out of 10, you're going to win. Let's do the math on 7 out of 10. Let's do worst case scenario, all right? You got $500 in your account. We go 7 out of 10. And you didn't risk 5%, you risked $20. Your profit was $16.80. Let's pull up the calculator. All right, $16. Let's just make this even. $17 times 7. It's $119. And let's just say the 2 trades or the 3 trades you lost, ended up being 5% trades. So you lost $75. Guess what? You still profited your 8%. You still increased your 8% on a 7 out of 10 night. And you only made 3% on the trades that you won, and you lost 5% on the trades that you lost. I mean, that's not usually how it happens, but there's a prime example of how you can grow your account and how you can continue to grow your account and how you can continue to always compound and get better. You should never lose more than 6 out of 10. You should never lose more out of 4 out of 10. You should win 6 out of 10 every single time. If you understand, you learn the strategy, you get on these live sessions, guys, I mean, let's have some fun here actually. Let's use this math. All right, so let's say, again, obviously you're compounding as you're winning, But let's just make it simple. Let's go back to the $17. Let's times that by 315. That's $5,355 that you would make from those 315 trades. Then let's just say you lost 25 on 36 of them. Well, guess what? That's only $900 lost. So would you be okay with growing your account? And I'm talking, guys, this is not even compounding your account from session to session, risking different amounts. This is just sticking with $20 trades. And you won for the 315, just those 17 bucks. And for the ones that you lost the max 5%. So I'm doing worst case scenario. If you started March 9th and by May 28th, you grew your account by $4,455, would you be happy? Of course you would. There is nothing on planet Earth, investment-wise, that will ever do anything remotely close to any of that, ever. And that is what you have your hands on. And that is why we're so freaking excited and we are so sold on this company, because this is what we're doing for people. And if you're not a part of this, you honestly are just doing yourself a disservice. It don't care to us. I still made $100,000 today, whether anybody joined my business or not. I still made on this call, if none of you guys joined, I still made $10,120 on this call, whether you guys join or not. Can any other company say that? Can anybody else say that in any other thing? No, they cannot. So I'm going to pass this back to you, Randy. Thanks for having me on, man. Guys, get back to the person that invited you on this call if you want to get started. Love to teach you guys. Love to help you guys learn how to do this. Take your trading to the next level. Peace out. I will see you guys tomorrow night.
I appreciate you, Matty. And I'll tell you folks, everything you just said, true truth. This is what had me in front of my computer today. So there's really nothing for me to say right now except to get back to the person that invited you on here and make a decision. And how this works is Matt is on for his session. He's on about 4 times a week. So all you have to do is plug in, listen to what he's talking about, take the trades like he's taking, and at some point you're going to learn. I've been doing this now. I switched to HFX and started trading that as well too. Been doing it for the past 4 weeks. And today, talking about a click, I went 9 for 12 by using the strategy that he just talked about. So that's all I have, folks. If you guys have any testimonies on here, I don't know if you have anyone who would like to share testimony, Matty. But if not, we are done with this session. This is recorded. We'll provide the recording out here shortly. So you guys have a wonderful night. Upgrade to HFX for all the members that are already current. If you would want to upgrade to HFX, it's simple. Go to your back office. Go to shopping cart. You're going to find HFX, the Academy, for $49. Upgrade. Now, if you want to switch entirely to HFX, the package, you're going to upgrade for the $49 first. Okay, then you're going to go in your back office under user info, and then just switch the package from, if you have Forex, switch to HFX, and then the next month during your billing cycle, it's going to automatically switch you all the way over. Now, if you just want to go all in, go ahead and get the Elite package. The Elite package, like I talked about today, $274 a month. If you're brand new, it's $325 to get started with our Elite package. So either way, I look forward to making money with you all. Look forward to your success in this company. Let's get it, and let's do this once again. There were over 525 folks that were on this call that got to hear this strategy. So thank you again, Matty. We are done for the night. I will see you guys later. Be blessed.